Alright guys, today we're going to be unboxing the WPL B-16 6-wheel drive off-road truck. I got this one off of GearBest, and to tell you the truth, this is probably going to be my last purchase through GearBest because it was such an unpleasant one, and I will get to that in a little bit. But it's finally here 2 months later after the lengthy PayPal case and everything I had to go through to actually get what I ordered. But we have the box. It's actually not terribly beat up considering the other trucks I got, and they were all pretty dang flattened. Fairly generic looking box. Nothing really special, no window to view the truck or anything. They are very proud of their logo. Even all of their tape has their little dragon mascot on it. So, alright. So if you're wondering why is your truck so cheap feeling, it's probably because they spent all the money, all the budget on the tape in the box. Oh well. Let's see what we got inside. Pull the box away, we have a manual. Again, just really generic charging instructions. Looks like it's all in Chinese. Oh, you actually have some English in here. So that's kind of cool. Alright, well, just tells you how to charge the battery and how to put batteries in the remote. Alright, we tip this up. Pull the top half of the clamshell off. Actually, kind of nice clamshell considering it survived the trip from Belgium to get here. As usual, you have pretty much the exact same remote as every other WPL vehicle. It says high speed series on this one. I kind of have a hard time believing that. But, oh well, let's have a look at it. First time out of the box. This is the truck. Same cab as the B1 with the bed of the B24. This rear end feels kind of loose. I mean, maybe it's supposed to be that way. There's an accessory bag again with their dragon logo. This model does come with a spare tire, which is kind of cool. It has the usual kind of hard tires on it that every vehicle comes with, unless you get the kit version. So, decent looking truck. Hood opens. There's your battery inside. The little 6-volt, 700 milliamp piece of crap battery they come with. Okay. Seems like all the wheels turn, so no broken gears right out of the box. This would probably be a first. I ordered a B24 about a month and a half ago, and it was only front wheel drive when it came in. The rear gears were already broken, and I had to replace a drive shaft, and I mean, just shipping was not kind to it. Now, let's take a closer look at how everything is set up in here. It looks like they have little connecting rods. They go in between the rear ends, which is a little strange. There's two really long leaf springs, one on either side. They're just as flimsy as the front one, same material, just twice as long, so I see those failing often. I'm not sure I'm too impressed with this as of yet. I mean, there's lots of room for improvement, I guess. Alright, let's move the other end of the clamshell out of the way. Let's see how this looks next to the B24. Alright, size-wise, it's definitely longer. But, I mean, obviously the bed is exactly the same. Spare tire and the whole area right here is all the same part, because you even have the locks right here for the flip cab on the B24. So this is exactly the same part. So That's where it comes on the B-24. Right here. Just a little bit longer. Overall, it has a much nicer look than the B1. I thought the B1 was just a little too goofy looking for my taste. That's kind of why I gave it away. It was a lot of fun to drive, but man, it just did not have that realistic look. And there is one thing that kind of gets on my nerves about the B-16 is it's not dually wheels in the back. If you could only get some skinnier wheels and actually do some dually axles in the back, that would be really, really cool. Now there is one thing that I would like to look at in particular is I always griped that the motor was a weak point. They come with these little 130 motors in there and they'll burn out. I'm not kidding. This is one of, gosh, I'm going to say 15 that I've gone through. This was a steering motor for my C14, but it's the same as the drive motor. And it will actually gall up right here on the commutator and short out, and your brushes will burn up. And then it just won't do anything but short out and melt your board. So, let's see what kind of motor we've stabbed in this behemoth. And just as I suspected, the little weak 130 motors right there, and they've actually added a little plastic tooth in there. I don't believe you can see that, but I'm probably going to pop the bed off so we can get a better look at it. But there's actually a couple plastic teeth that hold it in, which makes it harder to change, and I'll have to trim those off. Alright. I don't know if I'm even going to bother with a drive test on this. I might, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and open the accessory bag. Get my super old pair of scissors. Alright, in the accessory bag comes the USB charger, which I always recommend updating this. What I do is I will get a 6-volt 300 milliamp AC adapter. This was for a house cordless telephone, and you just solder the plug from the USB cord on there, and it will charge your battery a lot better, and it'll charge it a lot faster. Because I've actually had quite the bad luck with this burning out, and then you can't charge your battery. Now I find this annoying because this truck comes with the little tow hooks like on the C14, but they're red. They weren't molded in green to match the truck, they're red. So this is like they just took it out of the box for a C14 and threw it in here. That's pretty lame, actually. That's really lame. They gave you an extra set of leaf springs for the front of the truck. This will not fit the back, and I'm not sure if they sell the leaf springs for the back, which is another weak link in my opinion. Oh, look at this. Check this out, everybody. I'm pretty sure you know what this is. They give you a windshield, but it doesn't come installed. So, alright. That could be fun. Look at that. I didn't even know it came with a windshield, so that is a bonus. That's a plus in their favor. Now that we've kind of just had a general overlook of it, let's see if it actually works. Because, again, it's kind of a toss-up with WPL vehicles. I've heard of people getting them, and they didn't really do anything. I don't even know if I want to close the hood on this. Alright, I've got a remote armed up. Whoa, you hear that? Did they improve the steering box? Because, you know, they're really loud normally. Let me grab my B-24. Okay. This is what it's supposed to sound like. Let's hear that one more time. There's got to be something wrong with that. Did they really listen to customer complaints? Let's see how it works. That's kind of nice. That's a lot smoother than I would have thought it would have been. Alright. There's absolutely no torque, which is to be expected with that tiny motor. Let's see if we can get a running start. No. I'm changing that motor. I don't like that at all. Alright. Now for the explanation why I'm so irritated with gearbest. I ordered this truck. I made sure I ordered the ready to run. I made sure to read the description properly. Everything was done right on my end. I also ordered some extra parts for my other truck at the time, and they shipped it out. Didn't seem like there was any trouble until this showed up in the mail. I got this box right here, and instantly I knew that wasn't going to fit in there. This was just wrapped in plastic like they usually do, because they really don't care. What I got was, they sent me the kit version. So this is actually going to turn into a double review because of their screw up. But I immediately messaged them. I was really nice. I'm like, listen, I got the wrong item. I'm more than happy to send this back. Can you just send me the ready to run and just let me know what to do with this? And immediately I realized no one at GearBest is interested in talking to you. They really aren't. Nobody. They have a live chat, they have an email, they have all kinds of ways to contact them, but no one will talk to you about returns. They don't want to. They will keep giving you the runaround. They will keep sending you links to different departments, and each department will send you links to somewhere else. They don't want to deal with you. The kit version, obviously, is going to come with the really soft tires that are awesome. I mean, like, these have to be glued on. They're so soft they will fall off the rim with the weight of the truck. I got the correct green and everything. It looks nice. You know, you got to build the differentials and everything. But there was one thing in here that I really liked. Let's see if I can find it. It actually comes with one axle that has a brass gear on it. And all of the input axle bridge covers also have brass gears. I mean, that's pretty cool. Of course, you've got your actual steering servo in there and a 180 motor with a brass gear on it. So, yeah, that's kind of neat. Naturally, I was mad when I got this. I was really nice about it. I got the runaround for about 3 weeks before I finally got a response, and that was after I filed a PayPal case against GearBest. And that was for item not as described. And what they said, which I can probably show you the email, is they said that what they sent me was correct. They called me a liar. And they said, pretty much as a sign of good faith on their part is how they worded it. They're going to refund me $5 US and I can keep this. And that's how they were going to deal with it. And I was like, the ad that I read, the one that I paid to get the item for, stated that I would have a battery, a charger, or a remote, and all of the steering stuff, all that stuff already in it. It's already assembled, done. I love assembling stuff, but that's not what I bought. And I got to run around for an entire month. They even sent me a message at one point stating that if I dropped the PayPal case, they would send me the truck I wanted and I could keep this for free. And as soon as I did that, exactly what I thought happened. They said, they're no longer interested in sending me a truck. Have a nice day. They're not going to replace it. They're not going to do anything. And then I just absolutely started blowing up their email at that point. and they wouldn't answer me for a while. I just kind of blew it off, and about another week later, I got a message saying that they had mailed me another one out, and I could keep this one. So, yeah, their customer service is garbage. Absolute garbage. But it's cool. I got a whole box full of upgrade parts, and I don't have to deal with them anymore. Banggood and eBay are better anyway, right? Alright, well, that is the unboxing of the WPL B-16 truck. It's a good looking truck. It's vastly underpowered. You're going to need a 180 motor, or you're going to need to do the twin gear reduction motors just to make this thing somewhat drivable. I highly recommend the soft tires, and to do something about the flimsy rear leaf springs, because I don't see that lasting. I did also want to point out that some of these screws underneath have come in pre-bent. I mean, like, just during shipping, it has been bent really far out of alignment. So, yeah, be really careful trying to take this thing apart, or you're probably going to break one of these bolts. And they're specialty shoulder bolts. So, yeah, again, I don't know how replaceable those are, because they don't really offer a wide variety of parts. It's got the rear view mirrors already installed, same as the B1, just kind of mixed with some leftovers from a B24, and then some random mismatch in the middle here that I'm not too pleased with. On the coolness scale, I'd give this thing a solid 9. It looks cool, just visually it gets a solid 9. Functionally, I'd give it about a 2 out of 10. Because, I mean, you might be able to drive it on a perfectly flat hardwood floor, you know, while it's surrounded by plastic army men. But you're not playing with it in the yard, you're not playing with it on the sidewalk. An adult is not going to have any fun with this without considerable modification first. So, hopefully this video was somewhat informative. I'm not at all bashing GearBest. I mean, I'm sure there are some competent employees there. I mean, I dealt with at least 3 decent people, and the rest were just, we don't want to talk to you. So it's really what day you catch them on, and I guess whether or not they had a long weekend. So take it for what it is. I'm personally not going to have anything to do with GearBest anymore. I'm going to move on to other things. So, thanks for watching as usual. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.